God.
Mama, you're the one that's pretty on the inside.
When it starts to heal, we'll put some cocoa butter on it. And leave the scab alone.
I don't have a bandage for this one, Mama. No cocoa butter. I can't remember how to make it heal.
Manson, it's really out there?
I'll be in a minute. Do you see it?
I can't find it.
Shh. Close your eyes.
It's so dark.
Girl big as you, still scared of the dark. Close your eyes. Good. Now count to 100.
100?
No peeking. Count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Daddy, I can't.
11, 12, 13.
I can't find the stars anymore.
Slow down.
17, 18, 19.
The sky's so different now.
22.
I've lost them.
24, 25, 26.
I don't know if it's too much light from the buildings or cars or what,
30, 31, 32,
but it's not like before.
That's better. Much better.
36, 37, 38,
When I was a girl,
40, 41,
back in Carolina,
43,
we had big skies,
45,
huge skies, with millions and millions of stars. Brilliant stars in the black night skies that made you look up and wonder, held you in reverence, demanded you see them, made you accountable for taking up space under their brightness. Oh, to turn off city lights and to see those stars again.
99, 100.
Now open.
Wow, they changed.
No. Your eyes just got used to the dark.
Wonder how many there are.
Lord, if questions were money, child,
How many?
How many, Daddy?
billions.
Billions?
Relia, why are you still out there? It's past your bedtime.
Being shortly. This is about stars or stalling.
You've been out here every night this week.
Yeah, I got a lot to think about.
About the sit-ins? Are you worried about the sit-ins? I'm not worried about the sit-ins. I can't wait to have my turn. Well, maybe a little bit worried. You worried about the sit-ins, Daddy?
You know, your mom's not sure you should demonstrate. But I'll talk to her. Come here.
What's your favorite?
Well, Grandpa favored the North Star.
Grandpa was blind.
Could still see the stars. Said the North Star was his star. So I guess it's my star too.
Never can find it by myself.
Right at the end of the Little Dipper.
There?
If you were Harriet Tubman, you'd all be speaking Spanish now. First, close your eyes. See it inside. 7 stars, a bowl with the handle. Got it?
Yes.
Now look.
There?
Close. That's the Big Dipper. The 2 bright stars on the outside of the bowl, they point to the North Star. The faint stars, that's the Little Dipper. Big Dipper, pointer stars, Little Dipper, North Star.
Big Dipper, Pointer Stars, Little Dipper, North Star. I see it!
Now you're Harriet Tubman. Freedom bound.
Freedom bound!
Now, tie a string to the North Star, pull down just like you're pulling a shade, and place the string right in your nose. And you're facing due north. And this way is,
South?
and this way is,
East?
and this way is.
West?
Now hug the one you love best.
I see it! Gotcha, North Star!
Manson, it's time for that child to go to bed.
We're heading that direction now.
Not unless she plans on sleeping in the garden.
Oh, come on! It's not about school or nothing.
Anything. School or anything. And besides, young lady, you're supposed to be up at 9 to make signs at the church.
Oh, come on. A few more minutes won't hurt her.
All right, you two. Manson, I'm putting you in charge of the waking up department tomorrow.
You know something? I think it's time for bed.
Chicken.
Daddy!
Go
Heard your mother.
on, go on.
You just want to be alone with me on a starlit night.
Only if you want to be alone with me and these dishes.
Sounds interesting.
Well, come on in. You haven't eaten yet.
Can't. Gotta meet with Brother Green, the Reverend, and...
Another meeting. Morning, midnight, mass meeting. Meetings before
I'll
meetings.
grab something later.
At least go upstairs and kiss RELIA. Before you know it, she'll be at Granny's.
Yeah. About mamas. Listen, Kate. I don't think it would kill anybody for ready to go at the end of the summer, will it? She and her friends have had their hearts set on demonstrating.
That's exactly why I want her at Mama's. These kids think we're playing. Things get serious, I'd rather her be down there. That way we can focus on what we got to do. We've been fighting for freedom for 300 years. We'll wrap up the battle one summer.
My mother didn't play. There was a right way and a wrong way to do everything according to her. Things weren't quite so black and white with my dad. He was like reading a good book you didn't always understand. I watched him watch the sky standing still as pond water on a hot summer's day. Lately, since the sit-ins, he's been watching the skies a lot, standing out there for hours, then going off to another midnight meeting.
Manson! Manson!
What?
Manson! Well, I'm glad I caught you in.
What's wrong?
Willie Joe Poole has been arrested.
What?
Yeah, 4 white boys jumped in after the demonstration.
What's he charged with?
Disturbing the peace.
Manson, what's wrong?
Good evening,
Willie
Kate.
Joe got beat up and arrested.
Is he hurt bad?
No, don't know. Nobody know. Nobody seen him. His mama too afraid to go down to the jailhouse. We gotta get that boy out of there tonight.
Calm down.
Lord, William, a little crazy thing happened to
Don't worry,
Willie.
I'll be back when I can. Come on,
Call
Hawkins.
me. Call me, be safe.
Come
Call
on,
me.
let's go, Hawkins.
Don't be rushing me. I came to get you.
We were all shocked and frightened the night Willie Joe was arrested. You see, despite his sorry home life, Willie Joe Poole wasn't really a troublemaker.
Willie, you've been fighting again.
Some cracker wanted to know why a little coon was carrying such a big book. I just gave him an answer.
Willie, you're gonna get yourself killed one day.
Before I do, you want to take a look at this?
You got it.
I got it.
Come on, let me see. Stop being so hateful, Willie. You promised to show me if you found it.
All right. I'll show it to you. But then you gotta keep it to yourself. If your daddy found out, he'd kill us both. Spit swear.
No, we're too big for that stuff.
Spit swear.
I hate this. This is so nasty. Spitting is so nasty.
You want to see it or not?
You just make me do this because you know I hate spitting in my hands. Oh, all right.
Spit swear. While we both walk the face of the earth, I promise never to tell. No, wipe your hands real good. Not on me. Why do you always seem to do that?
Where'd you get this?
Close your mouth and stop eating flies, girl.
You sure it goes like that?
Plain as day, with pictures and everything.
Looks uncomfortable.
According to my brother, you get used to it, and it's kind of nice.
Has he ever done it?
Says he has, lots of times.
But he's not even married.
You don't have to be married. Well, girls do, but boys don't.
That doesn't make any sense. Who do they do it with?
Girls who aren't gonna get married. You could have a baby doing this. You ever been kissed before, RELIA?
You?
I asked first.
Not really.
Ever wondered what it's like?
Hmm.
I could show you.
You mean on the lips?
No, on your knee. Yes, on the lips.
Does that mean we're going steady?
Heck no. Let's just call it an experiment.
Should I shut my eyes?
Don't have to.
Oh, close your mouth.
But the book!
The heck with the book. I don't want you spitting all over me.
Okay. At least pucker up.
Stop laughing.
I'm sorry. You want to do it again?
No. Where'd you get this anyway?
The back room. In the library.
That's no big deal. I've been to library before. Haven't seen a book this nice there, though. Why? It's almost new.
I don't mean the colored branch. I mean the big one. With the huge columns out front.
You got this from the white library?
Couldn't get books this nice from the colored library. You want to go?
It's getting late, and Mama will kill me.
Chicken.
I can run through Rooster any day.
Then come on. I'll show you the real library. Come on, will ya? My daddy's sick. This gal's gonna help me.
That's fine, Willie. And Willie, what did I tell you about coming in the front door?
Just forgot, ma'am.
Grandma always said,
Don't want no grandchild of mine coming through no back doors. Can't come in the front, don't go.
Willie grabbed my hand, led me to the storage room. I thought it was about to be on. But then he handed me a dust cloth and a broom. I was so dumbfounded I didn't know what to do but follow him. Grandma's voice just ringing in my head.
I don't want you cleaning up behind no white folks, girl. You're too smart. You get your education. And don't bring me no messed up report cards. Only A's. And maybe, just maybe, since God is the only perfect being, on occasion a B with a plus behind it. Mind you, you're smart. You're smart, girl. You get your education. You can do and be anything you want. I just don't want to hear telling you cleaning in Miss Ann's kitchen.
When I asked her,
Did you ever clean in Miss Ann's kitchen?
she was silent for a long time.
Only when my children were hungry or needed books. But I done worked too hard, girl, to see you down on your knees. Lord have mercy.
Willie, When you're done, child, pull the door to. Lock's already on. I hope your father's feeling better. I'll see you tomorrow, Willie. Oh, and don't forget to dust the bookshelves and clean the windows and sweep the floor.
Welcome to my world. You and high cotton now, girl. What you want to read?
Can we do this?
We're doing it.
But are we free to?
Free. Heck, RELIA. Uncle Frank used to say, it's the little freedoms we take that'll keep us sane till the big freedoms come. Look around. Why not? This is a public library. It makes me feel like when Uncle Frank used to fly me. Pick me up, hold me over his head, and fly me. Like I was on top of the world. Come on, RELIA, fly! Fly with me. Grab a little freedom and fly.
I'm not so sure, but...
There were wonders there you wouldn't believe.
Amazing things! A globe as big as our kitchen table!
What you want to read about?
Gosh, I don't know. The stars! I want a book about the stars!
He took me to a place that had row after row of books on.
The stars! The moon! The universe!
This became our place. Willie's and mine. We wandered the aisles, surveying the world, mostly the white world. Only occasionally, when Willie's father wasn't too drunk, did he bother to come along. And when he did, Willie still handled most of the cleaning, with his father just slowly turning the pages, looking very sad. We began to stay later and later.
Oh my word, I want to have that second time my folks are gonna kill me!
Where in the world have you two been?
We
Wait a minute! Say, I don't want to hear it. It's almost 2 hours past supper. Where in the world could your head be that you didn't realize it's almost 2 hours past supper?
Well, we-
Don't even act like you have anything to say that make good sense. The least you could have done was call. Instead of having us call all over town, worry sick, worrying the neighbors. Why in God's name did you call?
Well, we
And
wanted to
don't
call.
say you didn't have a dime to call. If you don't have a dime in your shoe before you step off this front porch, then you ain't got no business leaving. Give you a little freedom, and what you do with it? I always thought of you as a young lady with good sense. We raised you as a young lady with good sense. Did we raise you with good sense? Girl, you better answer me when I ask you a question. Did we raise you with good sense?
Yes, ma'am.
And Willie, I know you got good sense.
Yes, ma'am.
I depend on your good sense. When this child's good sense goes out the window, what was your good sense tonight?
Well,
Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me. Go on home and see your mother so she can finish fussing at
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Go on now. And your father said, okay, she's got good sense. And I was fool enough to believe him. Should I have been fool enough to believe him? Girl, don't you even talk to me. Don't even talk to me. Manson, talk to this girl. Talk to your daughter. Because if I don't listen to her anymore, I might just go crazy and kill your child.
Disappointed in your daughter.
For a girl, the disappointment of a father is reaching to the well when you're 3 days thirsty and finally sand.
Where have you been?
At the library with Willie.
Daughter, you can die and go to heaven,
Mm-hmm.
or you can die and go to hell. That would be your choice based on the way you live your life. But don't ever lie to me.
Mm-hmm.
Libraries only open on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
I wasn't at the color library. I was at the white library.
What? You were where? What in the world? What in God's name? What possessed you?
More books than you've ever seen. And a globe. A globe. Bigger than the kitchen table.
You know, in 40 years, I've never seen the inside of that library.
Foolish and dangerous.
He seemed to regard me with newfound respect.
Gotta hand it to him, Kate. You ever read a book from there? They got smunk all right.
Just plain crazy. Both of y'all just plain crazy. Really a good bag. And you standing there encouraging her.
They're just children, Kate. They gotta spread their wings.
Yes, we want our freedom.
Yes, we want our freedom, children. Yes, we want our freedom. We want our freedom and we want it now.
I guess Daddy understood about taking the little freedoms until the big freedom comes. I used to get so scared sometimes when Daddy was away. It was like my stomach had a giant hole in it, a hole that couldn't be filled by anything. It was like I was homesick, even though I was home. I had felt it before. Daddy told me,
Well, that's just a growing up hole. You have to have a place to store all the things you need to learn and feel to grow up. And it's bottomless, like a black hole.
Is it dark inside? You know I'm scared of the dark. Is it dark?
Very dark, until you see...
What? What will I see?
Well, look real carefully. Way near the end that doesn't end, you'll see a light. And looking into that light is an older person that looks like you.
Looks like me?
Looking at you. That's why it's called a growing up hole.
But why does it hurt so bad?
Sometimes, right about the time you're ready to do a whole lot of growing, you can feel it get bigger, stretching.
Does it ever fill up?
I hope not.
Not even when you're an old lady?
Not even then. You just have to know what it is, so you're not afraid when you feel it.
I can still feel it, Daddy. Daddy, I want the hole filled up. I want
the Raleigh paper if that's not too much trouble.
Not at all, Mr. Connell. In early, aren't you, Willie?
Records day. For color teachers. Half day at school. Thought I'd finish up before it got late. If that's all right.
Not too many folks here. I don't think that'll be a problem. Go ahead.
It's interesting to watch a world when their world isn't aware that you exist. You appear when needed, and otherwise go unnoticed.
You going to the church supper tonight?
I might be. How's your sister feeling?
Oh, she's still pretty poorly. Just can't seem to shake those allergies. Steps outside the house and think that she's watering the grass the way her eyes tear up.
I would go to the church supper tonight if I had a ride I could count on. My old car is trying to act up on me and sure wouldn't want to be stuck out with it at night. Seems so late to call anyone, though.
Oh, now, you know that I wouldn't mind picking you up at all. Wouldn't mind at all. Call her home, then be about to pick you up about 7 if that's okay.
Why, that'd be mighty kind of you, Mr. Connell.
Then I'll see you about 7. Shoot, I better get out of here and pick up some gas. Wouldn't want to run out driving you home now, would I?
I don't know about that. Where you been burning up so much gas?
Oh, here and there. Took a day and went over to see my cousin in Winston-Salem. Stopped in Greensboro.
You are aware. But you don't realize that you are aware of everything they do and say.
Greensboro? What's new in Greensboro?
You are aware you go unnoticed. But sometimes you begin not to notice how unnoticed you are until something jars you into their conscience.
Lord, they got some kind of mess going on downtown there. Ever since those colored kids started that sit-in mess, don't know whether you can find a decent place to eat or not downtown. Sitting in Woolworth, talking about how they want to be served. Shoot, if they're really hungry, just stand at the counter not 15 feet away.
I know.
Tell you, some of the businesses just closed up their eating sections. Just took the chairs out rather than have the niggers dictate what was going to happen in a store that we, done known longer than they've been black. It's not just Greensboro. Seems like every little town and crossing's trying some kind of mess. All in the papers here, spreading like the jitterbug. Only it's the nigger bug. Oh, Lord. I hope that mess doesn't come around here. Not on my lunch counter. If we're not careful, we're going to have niggers everywhere.
Our Negroes aren't that big of fools. It's just those college kids not knowing what to do with themselves come summer.
Maybe so. Maybe so. But I still think we ought to keep an eye out. But shoot, look at that time. I need to get out of here. I picked you up at 7 for the church supper. Hot damn! It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night, guys.
Greensboro still at it. Been demonstrating over 4 months now.
Willie, when you're finished, pull the door to. Lock's already on.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm locking up just a little bit early tonight. I doubt anybody will come in this near closing. Oh, don't forget to dust those books, Willie. I will see you tomorrow.
Greensboro still at it. But it seems like every town in the state has had some kind of sit-in. Raleigh, Durham, Statesville, even Monroe.
Monroe?
Everywhere except us.
Woke up this morning with a mind, and it was
Sing on freedom.
hallelujah,
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Franklin has the floor.
Now, I don't mean any disrespect when I say, sir, that I don't want to be as old as you before I can sit at a lunch counter downtown and get myself a meal. Matter of fact, I don't want to be as old as you before I can work in one of those stores that doesn't seem to have any trouble taking my money. For that matter, I don't want to be ancient before I can buy a store on Main Street so I can take their money.
You are not going to change things in a day or two that were here long before you knew what a diaper was, boy.
Look at Montgomery, man. It took them a year just to get them buses desegregated.
Look, we've got students ready right now. I say we go ahead.
I don't see why we fooling with these kids.
Because no one needs to go off half-cocked in all different directions.
We don't stand a jackbird's chance your way. I say we talk first, and then we bring out the big guns if they're not listening.
Listening? So all of a sudden they're just gonna listen? Look, we've got to ride the momentum from Greensboro.
Boy, you don't know what you're talking about, boy.
You had 50 years to do it your way. Now, it's our turn.
And I'm supposed to just roll over and pretend like it doesn't matter if it gets done right?
Gets done right? Lord, is that what we've been waiting for all these years? Just to get it done right?
Be careful, boy.
I just want to get this done.
How you get it done matters. If I'm hungry, I can steal a loaf of bread or I can work for it.
Oh, you know what? Gentlemen, please be seated. Massa. Massa, I'm so sorry I ain't worked hard enough. Give me a few more crumbs. Massa, please.
Get out of my face, boy.
Hey, that's enough.
Look. Everyone else is being eaten off of this lousy loaf of bread. How come we can't get some?
If you're not careful, that bread can lose its flavor.
You know what? If we don't taste any of it, flavor isn't gonna matter.
Hush! Jackasses! News! Let's come together and get something constructive done. It's getting late, and I don't mean clock time.
Let's decide something here.
Please.
I've got a funeral first thing in the morning.
Gotta make a move sometime.
Reverend?
Like I said, it's getting late.
Oh.
Well, I'm still not sure, but I guess I'll go along with Kate and the Reverend.
Look, we're only talking about 4 or 5 students to begin with. With backup in the stores, of course. All right. Just test out the situation and see what happens.
It's like a trial balloon.
Then we'll approach the mayor with our demands.
Here's the final list.
Good. Desegregate lunch counters, black clerks, include the public library in that, and then we'll what does it say here, Kate?
Oh, yeah, baby. We gonna pull out all the stops. We gonna get the police department and the fire department in there too. Lord knows they can use some color.
That's right.
Right on down to the garbage workers. Hell, we pay their salaries.
So we gonna run this by, folks?
Monday?
The flyers will be ready tomorrow.
Announcements will be in the church bulletin on Sunday. We got to make sure large numbers of people are ready to go when these white folks say no to our demands.
Ye of little faith.
Oh, I have faith. I'm just not a fool.
Looks like we're moving, man.
Hey, we may be creaking, but when we're cracking, watch out. Oh, hot damn. We gonna turn this county out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be just like that voters registration drive in 48.
Remember that,
You
boy?
kids wasn't even wiping your noses good.
Hey, you weren't even wiping our noses good.
Oh, yeah, but it was a hell of a victory.
Yeah,
A hell of a
yeah,
victory.
yeah.
Oh, my goodness. See, I was a janitor, and I was working over there at the old elementary school. I go in at 4 o'clock in the morning. I crank up that memo, and baby, this arm could crank out 2,000 to 3,000 flies before the teachers got in.
Yeah, you know what? We got electric ones over the college now, baby.
Hey,
Well, we did it by hand back then.
Yeah, I hear the Presbyterians got a new one too. Lord, those were some days. And we must have sat in every little church this side of heaven.
Scared them crackers to death.
Shoot, scared some of us to death.
Oh, yes. Oh, man, that was a victory. We did it. We went from 8,000 voters to 44,000 colored voters in less than a year. Year's time, man. Those crackers had to sit up and pay attention. And that Mayor Crawford, he even kissed a black baby.
Yeah, won the election for him too. Asked Mary Phillips what she vote for him, and she stuck that baby dirty diaper and all right in his face.
He didn't want to kiss the baby, but he did, and it like to kill him. Hey, who knows? We may even get one of our own in there one day.
Well, Mayor Manson. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Like I said, that next election, the color votes was up so high, those crackers had to sit up and pay attention. And let me tell you something else. That turkey, Mayor Crawford, he better cackle in our key, or he know his ass is out of there. Kissing babies or not. Oh, to the good old days. Reverend, it ain't gonna hurt you to have a little nip.
Brother Hawkins, no. I think I'll just rely on the Holy Spirit for now.
Well, suit yourself.
Well, sounds like we're safe.
Yeah.
We're ready.
So,
All right now, we are ready. Now, if those crackers don't sit up and pay attention, we'll have this whole damn community sitting at their counters eating chitlins.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That is
All right.
great. That's great.
go ahead and take us out, Reverend.
Lord, guide our feet and show our hearts the way as we move on up to victory. Lord, hold my hand while I run this race. Oh, Lord, hold my hand while I run this race. Oh, Lord, hold my hand while I run this race. And I don't want to run this race in vain. I woke up this morning with my mind and it was state of freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind and it was state of freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind and it was state of freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Granny's? What do you mean go to Granny's? You can't go to your Granny's now.
I got to go. I'll go every summer.
You can't go this summer. You're either with me or you're not. I need to know. Are you going to demonstrate when the time comes or not? Swear. Spit swear. Spit swear. While we both walk the face of the earth, I promise to be there.
You weren't the closest thing I have to a brother, I swear.
Want to steal it with a kiss instead?
Get out of here.
Kick evils behind. Stronger than evil. Yeah. Oh, look, it's Franklin and the college guys.
Oh, Lord, to be able to kick evils behind up one side and down the other. Come on, Willie, show me how it's done.
Where have you been? I had to lie like the diggers to Miss Cooper so you could get in.
Thanks.
So, where were you?
Demonstrating.
What?
Demonstrating.
You're lying.
Well, not exactly, but the college kids are today, and I got to watch the whole thing.
Swear?
I swear. Walk, face, earth, there.
Nasty. Really?
Yeah, I was walking downtown, saw Franklin and the college guys, all dressed up, suits, ties, looking right serious-minded. So I followed them. When they got to Rose's, they all bought something. Pencils, paper, toothpaste, and then they thanked the clerk real polite-like and started walking towards the lunch counter. Weren't many people there, since it was almost 2:30.
So, what happened?
They sat down.
At the white counter?
There ain't no black counter. At first, I didn't think they wanted me there.
I know old man Cotto didn't want you there.
No, I mean the college kids. But when they saw I was a real serious-minded fellow, they didn't mind me watching at all.
What happened?
Well, when they sat down, the waitress looked like a squirrel eating buckshot, screamed,
Oh, my word, my word, my word!
and Franklin asked for...
A Coca-Cola and a hamburger, please.
She dropped a whole glass of soda on her white shoes and whispered,
We don't serve colored here.
then took off like a scared rabbit. She was running so fast, she almost knocked down the manager. Mrs. Patterson,
The colored cook?
yeah, she poked her head out the kitchen, said,
What y'all doing starting all this mess around here? This ain't Greensboro, Riley. Get away from here before there's trouble.
We don't mean to cause any trouble, ma'am. I just want a Coca-Cola and a hamburger, please.
Well, go on home and ask your mama to cook you one.
Then Mrs. Burwell, the other colored cook, said,
Y'all leave those children alone out there. Get on back in here and tend to your business.
By then, Mr. Connell was out.
Now, you boys know that we don't serve coloreds at this counter.
Parnell was as cool as a pig in mud, as if he'd expected us and had been practicing what he'd say. Franklin was even cooler.
Now, sir, you served us at the checkout counter over there, but you're saying you're not going to serve us at the counter over here? That does not seem quite right. Now, if we could be served at one counter, why can't we be served at all counters?
Sounds reasonable to me.
Now, I want to be reasonable. I read the paper, and I know what goes on here, there, and yonder. But our policy, at this point, is to not serve colors at this counter. To be blunt, we don't serve niggers.
You don't serve
Sit down,
too!
Willie.
Wow.
Now, I'm afraid I'm just going to have to close this counter here right now. Y'all can sit there till hell freezes over, but the counter is closed. Ladies, why don't you go ahead and clear up for the day?
Sir, do you intend on closing up every day?
We'll just have to see about that now, won't we?
They sat there quietly for about an hour, then left.
So where'd they go?
The college kids are meeting up someplace with your dad and the Reverend, but I have to get over here real quick. So, girl, they move in. Did you ask your mom and dad? Can we stay?
I'll be here. To start with, I've got to clean my room, weed the garden, clean out the garage, and wash down the kitchen walls. When I'm not on the front lines fighting for freedom, I'll be a purity slave for my mother.
That's all right, Beulah, as long as you get to fight.
Willie,
Yes, ma'am.
you've been doing an excellent job cleaning while your father's been sick.
Thank you.
But I don't think they'll be needing the library cleaned for a while.
Ma'am?
What I mean to say is it's really your father's job, and seeing as he's too sick to do it, and I hear you've been so busy demonstrating.
I wasn't demonstrating. I was just watching. Besides, you said I was doing a great job.
I'm sorry, Willie. Somebody else has already been hired to take your place. I'm so sorry, Willie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Later that day, Willie was arrested. And that night, we wondered if Daddy would ever come back.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows.
Now, I believe in nonviolence. But until her father gets back, I'll nonviolently sit here with this gun under my apron. And when he gets back, I'ma pull it away and just not talk about it. Smells like rain. Who's there?
It's us.
Thank God. Oh my God.
Come on in the house, Willie. Trying to get him some more ice.
What happened?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Doctor says he should be okay once the swelling goes down.
What happened?
Some hoodlum saw him at the sit-ins and caught him over there by the library.
4 of them. I was just sitting on the steps. I wanted to see who got my job.
You lost your job?
Don't talk, baby.
They just left him in the street. When he came to, he staggered over to the police station. He tried to take out a warrant for their arrest.
He tried to do what?
Take out a warrant for the arrest.
There were 4 of them. They beat me up. I didn't do anything wrong.
Not too many grown men would have dared to do what this boy did. Take out a claim and all, and he was within his rights to do it.
When I wouldn't calm down, they arrested me.
A 12-year-old boy.
I got right.
Okay.
Calm down, boy.
Okay.
You were within your rights.
Manson, I'm gonna drive Aurelia to her grandmother's first thing in the morning.
Mom,
Should I take Willie with me?
No!
if he's not going, I'm not going.
I can't run away.
This is not a game. This is not a game. Boy, keep going. He'll be just like his Uncle Frank, hanging from a tree.
Southern trees bear a strange fruit. Blood on the leaves and blood at the root. Like bodies swinging in the southern breeze. Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scenes of the gallant South, bulging eyes and twisted mouths, scent of magnolias, sweet and fresh, and the sudden smell of burning flesh.
Willie. Willie! Willie!
Can't
Wake
go
up,
to
boy.
sleep. He won't let me sleep.
Willie!
Uncle Frank?
Frank.
Don't go, Uncle Frank.
She was lying
in a puddle of blood.
Going for big freedom.
Big freedom.
Swear, spit swear.
I swear.
Took an axe and cut
Cut
that man's
man's
head clean off.
Uncle Frank. Why?
Wanted justice.
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 He walked through town with that man's bloody head and sat in Willie's yard under the sycamore tree.
It hurt this way, Willie. Don't hurt this way.
Strung him up.
Set him on fire in the sycamore tree, listening to him pop and crackle.
No! Daddy dragged me out from under the bed and out to the sycamore tree. He made me look. Said, boy, gotta know. I'll end up just like his Uncle Frank. He was all burnt up, swinging in the sycamore tree. Meat falling off and skin smoking.
Pop
And crackle.
He keeps coming back. He keeps coming back to me.
Don't hate this way, Willie. Don't hate this way.
They just kept hitting me, hitting me. I thought I would die, Uncle Frank. I peed on myself, I was so scared. I'm not drunk scared like Daddy. I'm scared because I wanted to kill him. I wanted to kill him dead. If I had a gun or an axe or I would have killed them all. God help me. God help me. God help me. I would have killed them. It hurts so bad to hate this way. It hurts. And I'm so scared.
It's all right. It's all right to be scared, Willie. Granny used to say,
In order to beat death, you must die. In order to beat fear, you must be afraid.
Don't hate this way,
But
Willie.
once you've tasted it, you know how to chew it, and you learn how to spit it out. Here's a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, and the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, and the trees to drop. This is a strange and bitter crop.
That's good, Kate, but you're still too stiff. You've got to loosen up.
I'm trying.
Look, when you're knocked down to the floor, you have to go limp, or else you're going to break. And if they start hitting, you have to cover your head first. Then you need to get close to someone else. When you get close to someone else, that's going to give them 2 people to hit, and that'll help distribute the blows a little bit more. Now, we've got time for one more short round tonight. Who's ready?
I am.
Oh, no, sir. We thank you. Keep a seat. Keep a seat. Yeah, we going to let this young blood give it a try. Get up here. We're going to demonstrate.
Hanson?
Thank you.
Willie?
All right, Willie. It's your turn. Now, where's your book? Unless you knit. Be prepared, people. Freedom might take a while, and a book is good head protection.
In case of arrest, my cousin in Nashville says that girls should have candy bars and clean underwear in their purse.
What? Boys don't need clean drawers to be free?
Daddy!
All right. Now, remember, no matter what we do or what we say to you, keep your cool. Go ahead, Hawkins.
What you doing here? What you want?
I'd like to be served.
Oh, you would you? What would you like?
He's not going to ask me
You
that.
don't know that.
A hamburger, fries, and a glass of ice water, please.
Here's your ice water.
Ooh. You sorry son of a...
Hey! Sit down. That is what we don't do. People have been cursed. They have been beaten. And they have been burned. All without cracking. And you just let a little glass of ice water defeat you. You know what? I think you're stronger than that. Are you stronger than ice water, Willie? Are you stronger than ice water?
I guess so.
Good.
Yes.
Hawkins, go ahead. He needs to do this.
What makes you think I want to serve your monkey, nigger, bamboon ass at my counter?
Willie, you are tensing up. You need to relax. You need to breathe. Get some image in your mind and hold on to it.
Better go back to Africa and swing from the trees so they can think you got some sense.
Willie, look. This is nonviolence. It's all about getting up to higher ground. You need to get on up to higher ground. If you're not fighting on higher ground, there's nothing else to fight for.
Buck face, nigger. You better not go out in the dark.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Thou preparest the table before me.
Thou preparest the dark, nigger.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
We're gonna lynch your black ass tonight.
No!
Hey, get this boy off of me. Get him. Back off. Get off.
Don't make sense. If somebody's coming to lynch me, I don't need to pray. I need a gun or an axe or something to stop them. If they're gonna kill me, why can't I kill them?
Are you just going to kill them all, Willie?
And even if you do, will that make you right?
Higher ground, boy. Got to work that hate out of you,
Right,
or he'll get you before they do.
Right.
Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. How easy we get turned around sometimes when we face the Red Sea of doubt and despair.
Amen.
Oh,
That's right.
all upon the strength
Say it,
of
Reverend.
ages past.
Yes.
From Exodus we learn, can't nobody hold God's people down
Ain't
when
nobody.
God demanded of Pharaoh,
Yes.
let my people go.
Let
Let
my
him go.
people
Let him go.
Now, I don't have the eloquence of a Martin King
All
or
right.
Adam Clayton Powell.
All right.
I just have to put it in plain speech.
Yeah.
From the depths of degradation and segregation,
Amen.
gonna move on up to higher ground.
Yes.
Move on out.
Claim freedom,
Claim
so
it.
Freedom.
don't say, let my people go.
Let my people go.
And to make it to higher ground, we must move forward in a nonviolent Christian way.
Amen.
We may not win every battle, but if we don't allow ourselves to get stuck in the mire of hatred and anger, the war cannot be lost.
Yeah.
Now, Brother Manson has a plan that we feel will help us in our efforts. Go ahead, Brother Manson.
Thank you, Reverend.
Yes.
While watching our sister cities across the state battle segregation, we have talked for a long time now about what are we going to do here.
Yeah.
Now it's time for action.
Yes, sir.
Saying you're nonviolent is one thing,
That's right.
but being nonviolent is a whole different ball game when somebody's beating you over the head with a baseball bat.
Brother Manson, I know we've been here for a long time, but may I have the floor for just a brief moment? I won't be long.
That'll be a miracle.
Now listen, there is one thing we all need to understand before we leave this here place.
Go ahead, brother.
Now, you see those doors back there?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on the line like clothes, blowing in the breeze.
Go ahead.
You see those doors back there? They close. They close for a reason. Now, when we leave here tonight, our lips got to be closed just as tight as that door. We can't have no Uncle Tom running back to Mass and telling him what the slaves doing down in the slave quarters. Now, I'm going to tell you like Harriet Tubman told her passengers. When they got, yeah, I'm going to tell you. When they got scared and wanted to turn back around, she raised the rifle in the air and she said, dead folks can't talk.
Amen.
Dead jaybirds can't talk. And you going to keep on moving or die. Now, we can't have no jaybirds singing like canaries, killing our movement.
Yes, brother. Stand together and keep our mouths shut.
That's right. Because we have agreed to.
Stand together and keep our mouths shut. Break it down, brother. Break it down.
All right, we said this because we have agreed to.
Stand together and keep our mouths shut.
Oh, again, louder.
Stand together and keep our mouths shut.
Yes. Now, when you get home tonight, you can go to the Lord in prayer, but you make sure that He is the only one there. Because we have agreed to
stand together and keep our mouths shut.
Thank you.
And you know, if Hawkins here can keep his mouth shut, there ain't no excuse for anybody else.
Yeah, right.
Sign-up sheets for shopping, carpooling, phone tree calling, lunch making, and others are in the back. Reverend, go ahead and take us out, son.
Praise God. Let us pray. We ask, Lord, that you be with us in our struggles, so can't nobody turn us around.
Yes.
We ask for the strength to overcome non-violently, and we thank you in advance as we claim our victory in your name.
Oh Lord, deliver us from everything that is evil. In all the days of our lives, may we walk in the light of billions and billions of stars as we move on up to higher ground, forever and ever. Amen. The cab moves slowly down the street, and we stand in silence under a starless sky. Oh, Mama, I think it's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain. Are you moping?
It's not fair. Willie didn't have to come.
Are you Willie, are you?
You have no idea how I feel.
No idea, huh? Let me tell you, child. When I was a youngster, to get to our school, me and my cousins had to pass the white school. Now, they had a big, beautiful building. Green grass out front, ivy growing on the wall, and ours was an old tobacco barn. And the transportation was brown, worn shoe leather. But they had a school bus. And when they passed us on the school bus, they would spit out the window on us.
Ah, nasty.
But worse yet, every day at the same place, a group of white kids would join arms and force us off the sidewalk. They walked on the sidewalk while we walked in the ditch. Wet or dry, we had to walk in that ditch. Now, this boy named Connell Willis and his cousin Avery, they were the ringleaders, foul-mouthed buggers. But one day, this girl named Reese, pretty thing, tall as a boy and twice as strong, she got new shoes. New shoes in the middle of the school year. That was unheard of. We only got one pair of shoes per year. But that day, when Connell Willis blocked us, she jumped him, and all we could see were those long legs and dust. When that dust settled, she was the only one getting up. She beat the tar out of that boy. And we were all jubilee.
Wow!
And this old white lady that lived on the corner came out. We just stood still. And she said, I've been watching y'all from that window ever since September. And that boy you just beat the tar out of, well, that's my great nephew. We were so scared, we almost peed in unison right there.
Grandma!
And you know what? She said, but he deserved every bit of it. I'm so glad you done it, I don't know what to do. Get up, boy. Go wash your face. And if you breathe a breath of this to your parents, I'm going to make that whipping you just got seem like the first course to your main meal. There is a God. But from that day on, we never had any trouble walking on the sidewalk.
Wow!
You know what, baby girl? That day, I really wanted to be Reese, but I wasn't. There's been many of battles that I've missed, but plenty that I've won.
Tomorrow's my battle. I just know it.
Baby girl, it might be your day tomorrow, but you just wait until the lightning strikes, and that'll be your day.
I've got to be there. I promised Willie.
Baby girl, unless you plan to walk to the next county, you'll have to wait another day to fight.
The mind of a child sees upon an unintended idea, like dust balls gathering beneath the bed. Until one day, it seems perfectly rational to justify your actions by saying, but Grandma said I should walk.
I can do it. I can walk. I know the way by heart.
Hello, in a car. We've only been by car. In that old black Oldsmobile, my feet barely touching the floor.
Won't take much more than an hour.
In a car.
Ow, my stomach.
I had fallen head first into a growing up hole. One deeper and wider than I'd ever felt. For the first time, when I peeked into the growing up hole,
I see her. I see her.
There wasn't.
Older me, staring back.
Where did this child go?
Hey! I can do it. It's only 3 times away. I can go when Grandma's sleeping. I can make it for the demonstration tomorrow.
No.
I promise.
I know,
Willie.
but
I'm going.
you don't have to do this.
I promise, Willie. You coming?
I grabbed the flashlight and quietly crept down the stairs. When I opened the door, it was country dark. I half expected Grandma to call me back,
She would say me because it's so foolish.
but all was quiet. I took a deep breath, and I was headed to face on. Every summer, Grandma said, "You smart girl. Run down to face on and get me a loaf of bread. And don't let me catch you passing through no doors." And like a flash, I was down this road and back. Oh yeah, freedom back. But now,
It seems to take forever.
we passed the church graveyard.
There's no such thing as ghosts.
Faster and faster I ran. Big Dipper, Pointer Star, Little Dipper, North Star. Faison's was closed. Main Street. A ghost town.
I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts. The flashlight. It's gone. What do we do? Thank you. Look, the railroad tracks. We can follow the railroad tracks.
But you don't know which way to
We're
go.
fine.
By moonlight and flashlight, I hopped from tie to tie. There were shapes in the trees, shadowy figures in the mist. My stomach felt like it had a giant hole.
Oh, God.
A cab driver's voice in the night. A child crying softly.
What?
Look, get back on the tracks. For a while, I was Harriet Tubman, freedom bound, leading slaves to freedom. I knew from Dad that Big Dipper, Pointer Star, Little Dipper.
There, it's mine. Now it's my star, too.
So why can't I find it?
Oh, Lord, the North Star. It's gone. What do I do?
Go back.
I'll climb across the fields. to
No.
the road. Where's the road?
No! Come back! Stop! Come back!
Look for the... Oh, God, where is it? Daddy, where is it?
There is no stupid North Star! Could your precious North Star stop that stupid cab driver? Could he stop my daughter from hearing those words? Could he stop her tears?
I found it, Daddy. I found it. I just couldn't hold on to it.
Come on. There is no North Star. It's just dark.
I can't go back, because I don't know which way to go.
And I can't go forward because I don't know which way to go.
We'll do what Daddy says. We'll close our eyes and count to 100. Our eyes will get used to the dark.
We've been out here for hours. Our eyes are already used to the dark.
Then why are we so afraid?
It's not this dark. It's not this dark we're trying to fight. The dark we're trying to fight is hiding behind this night.
What is it?
There's another kind of dark. You don't know about it yet.
Let's count. Daddy says.
In this dark, there isn't any daddy. Don't you get it? There's a frightened little girl. But there is no daddy. There's nobody else. And there are no stars.
Close your eyes and count. You'll see. Count.
Why?
What else is there to do? We must do something. We must do something because we got to go on. So count. We'll close our eyes and then at 100 we go on. No matter what, pick a direction to go. 1, 2, 3, count.
It won't matter.
Count!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Manson!
8,
Manson!
10, 11,
Manson!
What's wrong?
Your mama has been trying to reach you for over an hour.
What's wrong?
It's really, she's run off.
What?
She's trying to get here for the demonstration tomorrow.
What kind of crazy?
Call mama, try to find out what time she think Ray left.
And you think we should call the police?
Oh, God. No, not yet. Not what's happening to Willie. I don't want too many of them knowing that Ray is out there by herself.
Now, that's a smart little girl you got there. She'll be fine.
I want to drive straight out there. Call the rep, have him get 4 or 5 cars together.
Keep going. We coming. I got you. Come on. Move,
Come on, man.
99, 100. I can see it. I can see it.
The North Star.
Once you found it, you can find it again. Tomorrow's a demonstration. We've got to get out of here.
Somebody's got to own this field.
Look over there.
Oh my God, a barn.
Shut up, dog. Get. Who's there? Who's there?
I couldn't speak. A black girl in the dark with a white man. If anything happened to me, my father would kill him. And then my father would be killed.
What in the world? What you doing here? Can you speak out? What you doing here? Ow! Damn you, you little... what you do that for? I ain't trying to hurt you. Oh, you got teeth like Claire's old mule. Just sit there. There. Before you die of a cold. Now listen. I've got girls myself, but you can't go wandering around out here in the dark in a storm like this. What you doing, girl? You speak? You speak, girl?
Got lost.
You live far?
Next county.
You got folks? Oh, Lord, they must be worried sick. Come on. I ain't got no phone, but we'll get in the pickup. And I'll take you home. Come on. All right. It's not far. We're almost there. Come on, little girl. You can do it. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank God. Lord have mercy. Praise his name. Are you all right? Are you all right? Why?
Oh, God. I'm so tired. In exactly 4 hours, we'll be at the demonstrations.
I didn't expect all those people, especially the whites and even that farmer.
What are you saying?
It'd be a slap in the face.
Wait a minute, Kate. Let's not get all confused about this now. They're not animals. They're humans just like us. If one of their children was lost, I searched just like I searched for Ray. But that doesn't change the fact, tomorrow, if I want a hamburger at Woolworth, they're not going to see me as a husband, or a father, or even a mortician. They're only going to see one thing. That's this.
I know, but...
When Ray goes and sit at that lunch counter tomorrow, she'll know nothing has changed. Nothing will change unless we change it.
Fine. Then let us change it. So far, it seems like only our children... RELIA doesn't need to be there.
How can you say that after what Ray went through tonight?
Just postpone it.
Postpone it? Postpone it and then what? The sun comes up and the sun goes down, and I'm supposed to thank my God I made it through one more day?
Yes. With all your family living and breathing, yes.
Living and breathing? You know, sometimes when I'm working late over there, I stare at the bodies. And if you stare hard enough, long enough, your mind starts to play tricks on you. You imagine that they're breathing. And sometimes I wonder which group I belong to. I mean, my chest goes up and down, but there's like a weight I've got to get off. I've got to get it off or I'll suffocate and die. Do you hear me? I'll die.
Just hold off for a day.
Hold off? Kate, for all my years, I done had him standing on my chest. I can't take you standing there too. We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do it tomorrow.
Then I don't want RELIA there.
You've got to understand.
No, you understand me. This thing is
swallowing you up. I can see it. The plannings, the meetings, the living on edge. But it's different for me.
Kate.
You're fighting for the fight. I'm fighting for the end. And it will end. It has to. And afterwards, I plan to have a life. And I don't want race to be my life.
Whether you want it to be or not,
No,
it is your life.
It can't be.
Listen,
Not
Kate.
all of it. No, you listen. Do you realize how much time we spend talking about, thinking about, dreaming about race? Not about our culture or our history, but race. We sit down at a table for a meal, invite people over for cars, go for a drive in the country, and the next thing you know is what the white folks done now. But what black folks ought to do? It sucks up so much of us, so much of you. There's not much more room for me anymore.
It's not going to be like that,
There's
baby.
got to be a day when we arrive, when we get there. Someday I've got to be free or I'll go crazy. There's got to be a day where I can sit in the garden by my child or even my grandchildren, touch their hair, smell, and breathe deep. And there's nobody standing on my chest either. That's what I'm working for. Getting there so we can get all of life. God, I keep dreaming we may be the first generation in this country to do that.
I want that
To
too.
get all of life.
I want that too.
I'm so tired, Manson. Baby, I'm so tired.
I know, baby, I know.
I want Aurelia to be a whole person. I don't want her to have all the scars and hurts that we had. She has a chance to be a whole person. She and the children after her have a chance.
Not if they don't know. Not if they don't remember.
I don't want her to go, Manson.
Mama, I've got to go.
Girl, I think you did enough going for one night. Are you going to stand there and defy me?
Don't make it any harder than this for her already.
Did you see that boy's face? Do you want Aurelia coming home looking like that? Or worse? It's one thing for us to be out there, but only have a little girl. And as much as I love you, I'm not ready to sacrifice her.
Sacrifice her? Sacrifice her to what? We're sacrificing her now to lies. Trying to protect her with all these lies that everything's going to be all right. In one breath, we tell her she's as good as everybody. And then the next breath, we tell her she has to be twice as good just to make it. But we both know that one day, all those lies and that intricate tunnel we build to get through one more day, one more week, one more year, one more lifetime, at one point or another, that tunnel will collapse in on us, bury us, crush us here. Could it be any worse out there? Even if they killed her, she would at least die in the truth. I don't want my daughter pretending to be a cleaner woman just to sit in the damn library.
Mama, I love you, but I've got to go.
Okay, she's saying she's got to do this. Give the girl credit, Kate. Give her due.
I couldn't stop you if I wanted to, could I?
Next day, we slipped into our seats at Woolworth.
Keep your eyes straight ahead. We'd like to be served.
Not at my lunch counter.
Book, candy bar, underwear, case of arrest.
One white woman I didn't know smiled and said,
Had quite an adventure last night, didn't you, young lady?
It's them.
Look straight ahead.
Hey, you! Jigaboo!
Big Dipper, Porter-Star, Little Dipper, North Star.
screamed them in my head.
Big Dipper, Porter-Star, Little Dipper, North Star.
Nigger.
Manson, we need to go.
Big
We need
Dipper,
to
Little
go.
No!
Dipper.
Hey, you! I'm talking to you, nigger!
Nigger.
I tried to block it out. I tried. For the first time, I had heard it.
Nigger!
I grabbed my heart mother's eyes and knew she knew.
Nigger!
But I didn't want her to know because I knew that it would hurt her so.
Nigger!
So her wound became my wound. And when the blood ran down from her heart, I could do nothing to stop her pain.
Mama!
She was naked before me as Eve before God.
Last night she was a little girl trying to grow up. Today she's a black girl trying to grow up.
I want to die!
I must keep my child from breaking.
We would never talk about it.
When I turned around, I saw the man that brought me home in the storm. When he saw me, he froze. Our eyes met.
Do you know her?
And then he called me
Nigger.
It sounded hollow, with no conviction. You know, I almost felt sorry for him. And then he spit right in my face.
No!
Ice water! Ice water! Remember, Willie, don't let a glass of ice water defeat you, Willie.
The Lord is my shepherd.
I shall not want.
Make me to lie down in green pastures. Leading me beside still waters. You restored my soul. Leading me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou knowest my faithful, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Demonstrations and boycotts continued for months.
When things quieted down, Willie got his old job back at the integrated library.
It wasn't all over in a week, a month, or a summer.
Tonight, when I turn out the lamp, I must tell my daughter. There will be no school tomorrow. Our school will be at the Grand Cab Company, and I will be the teacher. Look up. There's a whole universe of light inside of us. We just have to find it.
Look up and see. A whole universe of stars.
There?
No. Here.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. We shall not.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the back of your program, flip them over. On the back, you're going to see the words of the song. The lyrics say, we shall not be moved. That means that we're going to stand for freedom. We're going to stand for justice. And we're going to stand for what's right. So we're asking that you all sing along with us the lyrics to the song. Flip your programs over. Sing with us. Let me hear you.
We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved.
One more time.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be
Finally, I get to understand. Oh Lord, thank you for you gone.